Welcome back everyone, this is Cruise1st TV on Sky Channel 681 and in the next 15 minutes we'll be dusting off the bucket list and waking it up as we head off to the pristine, untouched wilderness and wildlife of Alaska, as well as the incredible Canadian Rocky Mountains. Yes, this is your chance to explore the spectacular scenery and World Heritage sites, soaking up the culture and more importantly the views on a 7-night cruise and one of our best-selling escorted tour packages. Now, this really is the best way of seeing so much of this part of the world up close as you tour from Calgary to Vancouver and then join Royal Caribbean on Brilliance of the Seas, sailing through the world-famous Alaskan Inside Passage. So let's start the adventure. It all begins on the 19th of August next year, where we'll fly you off to Calgary in Canada. Now, this is where you start your 6-night escorted tour, and here to talk us through the whole journey is Mark.
Welcome to the bustling Canadian province of Alberta. On your arrival here in Calgary, you'll make your way to your hotel and enjoy the rest of the day at leisure. Make the most of your time by discovering quirky Canadian history at Heritage Park. Or why not take a trip to the observation deck of the Calgary Tower to take in spectacular views of the mountains that you will come to explore during this escorted tour. The next morning, you'll enjoy breathtaking scenery as you travel into the Rocky Mountains towards Banff National Park. You'll take in incredible glaciers, dramatic peaks, and the brilliant emerald waters of the jewel of the Canadian Rockies, that's Lake Louise and Moraine Lake. You'll have amazing photo opportunities, including a walk to the rock pile, which offers the best views of this UNESCO World Heritage Area. You'll then spend the evening at leisure in Banff, where you'll enjoy an overnight stay. Be sure to soak in the town's laid-back atmosphere as you explore its shops, chateaus, and friendly pubs. On day 3, you'll head north and travel the famous Icefields Parkway through the Jasper National Parks. This is quite simply one of the most beautiful drives in the world, with awe-inspiring views of Crowfoot Glacier, Bow Summit, and Mistea Canyon. It's then off to the Columbia Icefield Discovery Center, which gives you a unique opportunity to ride the specially designed Ice Explorer, which takes you right on the surface of the stunning Columbia Glacier. You'll then return to Banff for a further overnight stay with the evening at leisure. The following day, you'll journey through 3 of Canada's most breathtaking national parks, Mount Revelstoke, Glacier and Yoho. On the way, you'll stop at Eagle Pass and visit the last spike of the Transcontinental Railway, where it connects the east to the west. During your travels here, you'll take in amazing sights, including huge snow-capped mountains and beautiful tree-lined lakes. You'll then journey on to the rural city of Abbotsford in British Columbia, where you'll enjoy an overnight stay with the remainder of the evening at leisure. On day 5, you'll continue on your travels to vibrant Vancouver for a 2-night stay, including a city tour taking in some of the top sights. You'll visit the Chinatown and Gastown districts, as well as Stanley Park, before enjoying a fabulous foodie tour of Greenville Island. You'll then get to enjoy the evening and the whole of day 6 at leisure, and there is so much you can do. If you're craving adventure in the great outdoors, climb to St. Mark's Summit for incredible views of majestic Howe Sound. Or you could soar above the city on the Skyride cable car to Grouse Mountain Summit. If you'd rather explore on the water, visit Horseshoe Bay and hop on a wildlife spotting boat tour to see if you can spot seals, dolphins and whales as you zip past towering cliffs and rocky isles. It's an amazing 6-night escorted tour that really does take you right into the heart of the Rockies, Calgary and Vancouver.
And do you know what? That really is, thank you Mark by the way, that really is just part 1 of the story here, because I don't want to call it the main attraction, but kind of like it's like the sequel to the first great film that you saw, but there is still so much more to come. Because next it's cruise time and you'll join Brilliance of the Seas from Royal Caribbean in Vancouver for your Alaskan cruise. Now, Brilliance of the Seas is, as the name suggests, absolutely brilliant. I was on board myself some years ago, but oh my word, just incredible. I mean, just typical, beautiful Universal Royal Caribbean, there is something there for everyone, let me tell you. I remember walking around and just being in awe of the scenery and just how wonderful the atmosphere was on board. And on an Alaskan cruise, you're going to spend quite a lot of time, I would say, up on those decks. It's great that it's more of a medium-sized ship for Royal Caribbean. It's not one of the mega ships, because this is all about scenic cruising, and this is all about being at eye to eye with the glaciers and the wonderful attractions that you're going to be seeing, because you are going to be doing a lot of scenic cruising here. But you're visiting the destinations in Alaska as well, and I think that's something really special. And of course, the food offering to some degree is going to be kind of tailored. I would imagine there'll be a little bit more seafood on the menu up in this part of the world. If you are taking the family with you, they're amazingly catered for by Royal Caribbean. It's one of the favourite choices for family groups when they go on holiday. But I suspect this kind of package might be a little bit more for those couples that want to, explore and see and spend some nice relaxing time. So out of Vancouver, we go into Sitka in Alaska. Of course, this is all about wonderful scenic adventures, chances to see bears, etc. as well. You've got lots of scenic cruising, which we'll talk about in a moment. Juneau is one of the real hotspot ports for whale watching, and of course home of the Mendenhall Glacier as well, which is one of the biggest up in Alaska. Icy Strait Point, again, you see all of these wildlife tours here as well. You'll have loads of shore excursion opportunities and chances, by the way. Ketchikan is where you find all the big totem poles there, quite a historic port actually. Also the misty fjords are in there. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Now we're going to have a general look around Alaska right now. I'm going to just talk to you about the places that you will actually be seeing, because you'll be doing quite a few scenic cruises through here. I mean, the whole thing is scenic anyway, if you think about it. They're hugging the coastline a lot of the time to try and get you as close to the action as they possibly can in Alaska. And they are amazing adventures as well. And actually you can get right down into those places as well. You know, you can do things like kayaking and paddle boarding and other water-based activities. And of course, when you're in port, you've got other ways of exploring these places, because they're quite fascinating, really. You think of Alaska being all about, glaciers and what happens at the shoreline, but you can do things like zip lining in places in Alaska. You've got those wonderful airboats there that you can take. So it really is a big adventure, and everyone has their own holiday. And I think that's really important with something like this. And of course, the golden moments are going to be where you're sailing close through those ice fields and near to the glaciers, and you can hear that kind of crack going on and see part of the glaciers falling into the sea. I mean, again, you can never predict when they're going to happen. So this is the whole of the itinerary there for you, going all the way through those 14 nights. Feels like a lot longer than a 2-week holiday, this, but you've actually fitted a heck of a lot in there if you think about it. Now, this is for the 19th of August. Now, that 2 weeks would tuck in nicely to still the school holidays as well. And that might give you a little clue as to where the pricing on this could well be. Remember, we're planning for next summer. Really, is this the price for next summer? That's absolutely brilliant. When you know the price of everything, especially the price of holidays during the peak summer are crazy, aren't they? Especially if you're thinking of holidaying with the family. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you right now, get ready to pick up your phone, because you can put up a low deposit on this one of just £199 each. And the whole experience, escorted tour, Alaska cruise and the flights, look at that. That's incredible if you think about it, considering where this is in the year. That, I would have thought, would have been an unusually higher ticket price. That's what you would expect for holidaying at this time of the year. But you know what? Nothing in the world's quite the same as it ever used to be. So I'd be taking advantage of that as soon as you can. And remember, you can do a low deposit on this today to get it booked in, locked in and secured. That's the flights, the escorted tour, the stays and the cruise for $2,599. Isn't that good? It's amazing. If we want to upgrade, because of course we're scenic cruising around Alaska, let's have a look at the prices there. Oh, cheeky balcony there, don't you think? listen, don't let me make your decision. You make your own decision. We put the best deal in front of you there, and then you decide what you want to do. So, oh, actually, look, the package is also available on the 23rd of April. So actually, you can go earlier next year. Now, it's a different ship. It's Quantum of the Seas, so it's one of those bigger Quantum class ships. But the Quantum has got the North Star on it, hasn't it? For getting an even better view up in Alaska. So you can do this price on the 19th of August on Brilliance of the Seas, or you could do 23rd of April next year. Same package, but a different ship, Quantum of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. If you want the price for that, just call the team on 0800 953 4700. Tell you what, both of those are really, really good, I think. Do you know, I kind of want both of those packages, don't you? I love the first one. And this one with the Rocky Mountains is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? It's incredible. Right, listen, I'm going to show you very, very quickly why so many people are booking their cruise adventures with us here at Cruise1st.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise1st, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of ABTA and Atoll Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday. With many of our deals, just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot. With over 5,000 independent reviews, you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise1st.
Yeah, the team really are fantastic as well, let me tell you, because they've been away with the cruise companies as well. So they've been on lots and lots of the different ships. So if there's any questions you've got regarding that, and there are lots of experiences you can do up in Alaska as well. So again, worth asking them. Maybe the time of year isn't quite right for this offer. Maybe just talk to the team about what can be done. And if you're thinking, right, okay, I want this to be a kind of whistle-stop round the world kind of adventure, which includes something like this, again, talk to the team. Remember, essentially, we are a travel agent. Of course, as our name suggests, we are Cruise1st, so we focus on cruise. But we've got amazing contacts around the world, of course, hotel brands, amazing relationships with the airlines, cruise lines, hotel brands around the world. And we've got lots and lots of package tours that we can take in different parts of the world. So I'm just going to throw it out there for a second. You've got the Rocky Mountains and Alaska experience here, but then maybe you want to go to somewhere completely different. You want to go to India and go and do the Golden Triangle. You want to go somewhere completely and utterly different from this holiday and make it one big holiday. You can always do that. And again, especially if you're traveling away with a family group as well, talk to them, because we can do some amazing offers for you. Just talk to the team on 0800 953 4700. Thank you for your company just now, and stay right where you are, because I know that there's plenty more on the way.